So over the past couple of days, we've been discussing Bud Light sales at the bars from the wholesalers, and now we're having them from local grocery stores just to see how it affects the everyday person. And guess what? The trend continues to hold true. Bud Light sales plunge 50% at tri-state area grocery chain Stu Leonard's over Dylan Mulvaney ads. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good for Bud Light. Budweiser, I have no idea what that is. Tri-state area grocery chain Stu Leonard's has seen demand for Bud Light plunge dramatically over the beer's brand's tie-up with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney, the Post has learned. Regional supermarket chain said its 8 stores in Westchester, Long Island, Connecticut, and New Jersey have seen their Bud Light sales drop by half since Mulvaney began shilling the brand on April 1st. And we'd go to Mulvaney for comment, but that dude's quiet. Very quiet lately. Meanwhile, Coors Light sales have jumped by an equal measure, nearly 50% in the past 2 weeks, according to Andrew Hollis, Stu Leonard's director of grocery. Well, I'd be the guy who has the stats, and once again, seems to hold true. Bud Light, in general, down 17% in sales, while Bud and Miller Lite are both up by about 17%. So yeah, an equal and opposite reaction. Sucks to suck, but somewhere off in the distance you can hear Brock Lesnar just laughing his ass off. Since the publicity over the transgender issue, we've seen Coors Light outselling Bud Light for the first time. As a result, Hollis is purchasing more Coors beers and less Bud Light, he told the Post. We order what we need on a weekly basis, and I have been cutting back on our Bud Light orders. Historically, Stu Leonard's has sold about 20,000 Bud Light 6-packs a year, compared with 15,000 Coors 6-packs. All right. So obviously you extrapolate that out. Okay, so yeah. And if Bud Light doesn't make a pivot here very, very soon, which doesn't seem likely at all, especially because we all know June's coming up and it's going to get absolutely shocking, but it's going to be interesting as well because, okay, you're seeing Coors being boosted and bolstered by this absolutely ridiculous campaign where you got a dude in a tank top, just acting all super fruity in a bathtub. Okay, are they going to keep that same energy? Is Coors going to take a look at that and see the giant backlash against us and go, those rainbow cans that we had last year? Yeah, let's keep them in last year. And we're just going to go ahead and continue on with the push of we just sell beer. How about that? That's just going to be interesting because, yeah, there's some people that are probably going to be incredibly shocked by the quick pivot when it's a beer for everyone campaign, just immediately implying that, yeah, you racist bigots that are normally out there, you wouldn't like to share your silver bullet with the, can't say that, with the trans folks that are out there. I just about said a rumble word. But it'll also be interesting, okay? So that'll be something to look forward to. But Bud Light going forward, or Anheuser Busch in general, because, yeah, to a lesser extent, everybody else is feeling the push. I don't know about Budweiser proper, okay? Because, yeah, you can see, once again, Bud Light sales fizzled 17%, with distribution volume dropping a staggering 21% in the week ending April 15th. Yeah, if there's a 21% sales drop nationwide, that tells you that that it is not just red and rural. Yeah, according to Beer Marketer's Insight editor Benj Steinman, and you can tell by the last name that guy knows numbers and dollars and cents. But okay, so will Coors also take the silver plunge? Get it? I don't even drink beer like that, and I know all the marketing campaigns because that's how pernicious and that's how popular beer campaigns used to be. Everybody still remembers. Okay, everybody knew about the Clydesdales even before the stupid Budweiser, mistimed ad. You could remember the What's Up campaign or the Bullfrogs going Budweiser. Like, all of those were famous. Or I don't even know about the more wasn't there like a dilly dally, or was it dilly dilly or dilly dally, or they tried to run something back during the Super Bowl and it was cringe as a motherfucker. But no, like, there are some prolific marketing campaigns. Like, you can always remember if you go into an old beer store, like, I didn't even go into them like that, but you can always remember the beer posters and, like, yeah, your uncle's garage, where, they would have a scantily clad chick with a Budweiser or, Bud Light t-shirt. Like, for fuck's sakes, that's what beer is. That's always what's going to be beer, because guess what? Who drinks beer? Who drinks most light beer? Fucking frat boys. Guys. bikers, for fuck's sakes. It's not trannies that are out there. Trannies drink seltzer, and you can go ahead and market to them because, well, it looks like Bud Light's going to be spending a whole hell of a lot. It's just not so much on the tiny rainbow agenda, people. Okay, Bud Light is planning a major marketing blitz after its sales got slammed by an ill-fated partnership with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. And the company is promising beer distributors that it won't be another screw-up. Okay, it's just going to be interesting because these guys are going to get clowned to hell and back. So, at a closed-door meeting this week in Washington, D.C., okay, so they brought the feds in on this one. FBI, open up. We need to make sure that there's, no 42%ers that are in there. Anheuser Busch executives told U.S. beer distributors that they will be spending heavily on the brand after spending fell off a cliff last year. Ben Steinman, hey, our boys, one of them boys is back. Bud's executives said on Monday that a fresh marketing push will begin this week. Still waiting, Steinman said, as the beer giant scrambles to reverse damage from the controversial Mulvaney campaign, which sent sales of Bud Light plunging 17% during the week ended April 15th. I would love to see like a full court press, just a complete turnaround, just bring it back to the early 90s. I just want to see blondes with big fake tits, shooting guns in the air, riding Harley Davidsons, and it's just as much skin, as much wet t-shirts as possible. I want a full 180 on this nonsense, okay? You got wet t-shirts in this campaign right here. I want them on big, busty cheerleaders. Let's fucking go. Still not going to drink this shit, and the marketing's not going to work on me regardless, but I love to see a pivot. That's the only way that you're getting everybody back, because if you take a moderate approach, they're just going to fucking joke and clown you to hell and back, and you're not going to get any goodwill back. You've got to fucking go bend a knee back to your former consumer base, and you'll get some of them back. Most of them will be a little trepidatious. It's like, not yet. You better make a consistent and concerted effort in order to win me back. And that's totally fine, man. If they actually make a pivot, if they learn from this indiscretion, feel free to support them. But just don't jump at the first opportunity. Okay, cool. Well, I really like Bud Light. Now they said that they're sorry. I'm just going to go back right now. And then realize that June's around the corner. It's like, futz. Sucked in again. Anheuser Busch did promise to spend lots of dough on Bud Light marketing this spring and summer, starting with a big push this week for the NFL draft. Oh, boy, so that's going to be big gay. Steinman wrote in his report to clients on Wednesday that was obtained by the Post. The company has been largely tight-lipped since April 1st. Yeah, April Fools, we killed our company. When a 26-year-old Mulvaney, released a series of videos, yes, that big gay one and the big gay bubble bath, and for the first time in his life where he's actually tight-lipped on a subject, with the other one where it's like, yay, sports ball, and it's like, yuck, what the fuck are you doing? And that's sponsored by Bud Light? Holy. But a series of private Zoom meetings with beer distributors this month. Bud has promised there will be an improved screening process before any marketing hits the public. Executives will have to go through a more rigorous screening process. We'll see. And then they also said that, don't worry about all this stuff, okay? It's eventually going to blow over. And if that is their position going forward, fuck them. That's after Anheuser-Busch revealed earlier this week that 2 of their marketing executives are on paid vacation for the time being. So we'll change all this stuff, and then we'll just reintegrate them, and then we'll just go, oopsie daisy, you caught us again the next time that you have, RuPaul shilling your fucking new seltzer brand. On Tuesday, Anheuser-Busch gave the wholesalers a letter filled with talking points that were meant to be shared with their retail customers to dispel confusion and misinformation that surrounds the Mulvaney controversy, according to Beer Business Daily. I want to see that letter. That shit's got to be funny as fuck. This was one single can given to one social media influencer, Anheuser-Busch said in the letter, adding, "This can was not made for production or sale to the general public, nor was it a formal campaign or advertisement." Yeah, but there's also, because you have to put advertisement, or you have to be clear in your business practices when it comes to tagging your certain videos. And the 2 videos that Dylan has up, they're sponsored sponsored by Bud Light, so it's not just a single can, you fucking liar. That's why I hate the term disinformation and misinformation so much, because it's people that are too cowardly to just outright accuse you of lying. They just want to get away with reshaping the narrative without, having to make any concrete statements. It's bitch tactics. And that chick has terrible gum to teeth ratio. Shout out Gina Davis. Bud Light's official campaign is easy to drink, easy to enjoy, easy to beer bong into your asshole. We may have seen our ad during this. Oh, you may have seen our ad during the Super Bowl. No, we didn't. This is what the letter's saying. You may have seen our ad during the Super Bowl. Did you like the sports game? I liked the Eagles. It's unfortunate they lost the game to the Kansas City Chiefs. Great game. Please buy my product. Fuck off. Our new vice president of Bud Light, Todd Allen, and all of us at Anheuser Busch are committed to reminding all of our consumers why they love Bud Light and why they've made it the #1 beer in America. Well, actually, as of right now, in the article that we read yesterday, it's the 4th beer. It's number 4 behind Coors Light now, and I think Miller, but yeah, I can't entirely be sure. But to say that it's the #1 beer in America, unless you've copyrighted that slogan, shit ain't true. Bud Light, the biggest beer brand in the United States, has been losing market share for years as Anheuser-Busch has slashed spending on the brand, according to industry experts, taking their audience for granted. And then that stupid bitch thinking that, oh yeah, we'll just go ahead and court the trannies. That shouldn't piss anybody off. Bruh. Last year, the company spent just $10 million marketing Bud Light from January through July. Gee, why is it plummeting in popularity while everything else is starting to take off? Because you left a gap in the market. Morons. Compared with $183 million in 2018. That's a little bit of a drop off. Bud Light spending was $125 million in 2019, dropped to $76 million, $57 million in 2020 and 2021. Yeah, everybody was stuck at home, and the alcoholism rates were going through the roof as well. And yeah, you didn't really need to market to something that everybody was just trying to escape into. So yeah, no, that totally makes sense. But yeah, no, there's just the one can, guys. Aside from a pledge to reverse the drops in spending, however, Bud provided scant details on its plans and Monday meeting in Washington, according to sources. Yeah, of course, shut up. Just take our word for it. We're going to change. Well, play wait and see, guys. That's despite the backlash that has included barroom squabbles, bomb threats, brewing facilities, right, and cancellations of events featuring Bud's iconic Clydesdale horses. Yeah, but that was them pulling the plug on it. Oh, we think that there's going to be a security problem. Is there really? And there was, oh my God, all of these bomb threats. I think they provided proof for maybe one of them, but all of them. Okay, sure, even though it was probably some hick going, you like them trannies? Well, what would you think about one of your stills blowing? Oh my God, it's a bomb threat. Unbelievable. Yeah, they probably have a lot of excess fertilizer and diesel, but I wouldn't necessarily think they're going to be rocking up to anywhere, just for fuck's sakes. The meeting wasn't that productive, and the distributors were hoping for more concrete plans. Yeah, because you know what? Hey, they're distributors. They rely on your guys' fucking practices in order to sell your wares. They run on commission. If they don't sell the shit, they don't get paid. You fucked everybody up with this. That's what happens when you put bitches in charge. Indeed, many of Anheuser-Busch's 400 distributors left the meeting frustrated that Anheuser-Busch never apologized for what they've gone through and lost business yet that they've had to deal with. Oh, kind of like their apology to the public, where it's like, we're sorry that you took offense to this. Stop being such sissies and suck the feminine penis. Wholesalers have long felt that Anheuser-Busch was too focused on innovation and not enough on their bread and butter brands. Yo, shout out to the wholesalers for actually getting it. Listen, you have a market. Beer, last time we checked, is pretty fucking popular. Oh, I don't know. Why don't you just cater to your base? It seems to be fairly fucking productive. Take a look at other entertainment properties. When you don't preach to the audience and you rather cater to the audience, your product becomes fucking successful. When you start telling them how they should think, that's when products start to die and disappear. Stop doing that. And then they continued to do that, and now we're here. Some Bud Light drinkers were likewise enraged over what they felt was a non-apology, which, yeah, I already stated before. We're in the business of bringing people together over a beer. No, you're not. No, you're not. Your wholesalers, your distributors also notice that as well. And the fact that you're telling them, oh yeah, don't worry, we're going to change, even though you have a very recent history of not changing, not going back to bases, employing people that just fundamentally detest your brands, even though they might have liked to shotgun them back in college. It's again another one of those situations where if you don't properly screen, if you don't properly gatekeep your places, they will be taken over by ideologues and you will ultimately end up going broke, which it's kind of impossible for Budweiser proper to do in a very short time frame, but continue to make stupid decisions. Yeah, guess what? It's that old saying that is going to definitely come true. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And, well, hey, man, we already seen a stupid game. There's the stupid prize. Hopefully you can get your collector can if you go through 1 year of girlhood. Yuck. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.